Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Reno Business Group Meetup Group located in Reno, Nevada. This is the intro to our free digital marketing class that we had yesterday, June 24th, 2020. So this is about an hour's worth of content that helps businesses utilize online marketing tools to help grow their business. So we're a group of about 500 or so Reno and other businesses in California and other states throughout the country, but primarily in Reno, Nevada. And we get together once a month and we share what's working in our industry for getting new customers. In business, things are always evolving and growing. And our intention in this group is to share that information. So we have members that are managers of huge manufacturing plants in Reno. We have members that own small hair salons or beauty salons. We have real estate agents, insurance agents. We have restaurant owners. Myself, I'm a web designer and digital marketer. We have social media experts. And, what I love about this group is, in our online meetings, is that when we join the call, our intention is to help each other or to learn. We're not there to sell something to somebody. We need a break from being sold to. We just want to network with each other and actually help each other and build real relationships. And that's something that I look forward to. When I have more time, I'm going to try and do them twice a month. We used to do these once a month. We get about 80 people show up at a local coffee shop in Reno. And we just, obviously we can't do that with everything's going on with COVID and businesses right now. But hopping on the phone and sharing our knowledge and our experience of what's worked, our failures, what we learned from our failures has been a huge benefit to me, as well as the businesses that I've worked with over the last 18 years. So this talk, I invited a special branding marketing expert. Her name is Marie Alice Haas, and I'll share a link to her branding worksheet that she created for everyone. She did a quick little 15-minute tutorial on how to get your business's branding and messaging on target. Even if you already have your branding, the information that she shares is going to help you polish things up, just button up a few things. So that's included as well. And then I, just like every month, I do a live fire roundtable session where people ask me whatever their toughest marketing challenges are right now, and I give you advice for free. Normally, I charge $149 for an hour to do that one-on-one, but I give it away for free. This is a way to get my expertise out to the world and prove my worth in a non-salesy, pushy way. So without any more information from me, I'm going to go ahead and just lead right into the phone call or the Zoom call that we had yesterday. Again, if you have any questions, comment below. I respond to every comment. Or you can email me, sandy@renowebdesigner.com. You can text me as well, 775-870-0488. I hope that you join our group. It's free. And please, feel free to share your business website address or social media page in our comment section. That's allowed to get a little free SEO and marketing for yourself. Anywho, have a wonderful day and keep your chin up. All right, take care. Okay, so this is what we'll do. So I'm going to let you go one person at a time and just say who you are, the service or the products that you offer, and then we'll get into questions later. I just want to do introductions. So for me, I'm Sandy Rowley. I'm the owner of RenoWebDesigner.com. I do web design, digital marketing, one-on-one coaching sessions, and I'm the leader of the meetup group. All right, and that's it. And then so Linda, go ahead, introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
All right, so I'm Linda Levy Wealth Management. I'm a financial advisor and an investment advisor rep. So I can help you with your big chunks of money, or if you're just starting out with a Roth IRA or planning for different retirement, different insurance issues like disability, life insurance, and so on. And I also do financial plans.
Awesome. And what is your website address?
It is LLOVIE Nice and easy.
Okay. LLOVIE.com.
Yep.
Okay, let's let that load. Okay, oh, there she is. Okay, this is Linda Levy's website if you want to reach out to her. Okay, so let's move on to the next person. We're just doing introductions if you just signed on. So Dana, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Let me know what your website address is, and tell us what services or products you sell.
Hey, I'm Dana Smith, and I'm in the process of doing my website right now. It's describeday.com, and I'm a writer, content, and copy.
Great. And what is your social media page that we can have a look at then?
Oh,
are you on Facebook?
Sandy, I'm not that sophisticated, but Facebook is the only thing I have for Describe Day. Okay. I need to figure out how to do a picture.
Okay. All right. So first thing, it's wonderful to see you. But if
Hi,
you,
Sandy.
you know what? How about this? If it gets laggy, then we're all going to have to turn off our video. Does everyone feel okay with that?
I'll turn off my video. That's cool.
Yeah, because it makes it slow for some reason. Okay, so and then find the URL to the website that has your information on it and share it with me, like email it to me, sandy@renowebdesigner.com, and I'll add it up on the screen. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. This person, P. Childers.
Right? Yeah, hi, this is Philip Childers with Converse Consultants. We're an environmental consulting company.
Wonderful. And what is your website address?
It's www.converse, like the tennis shoe, CONVERSE, consultants with an S.com.
Okay, perfect. Let's pull up your website. And what do you sell? What do you do? How do you help?
Environmental consulting. We do everything from building environmental, indoor air quality, soil, groundwater, brownfield consulting, redevelopment, stuff like that.
Oh, wonderful. That's a much needed service for sure. Okay, wonderful. Okay, and we're going to move on to the next person, Ruby. Hi, Miss Ruby. Are you there?
I am.
Hi, so happy to see you here. So tell me your website address again. I forgot it.
It's
befittingbedding.com. It's hard to hear you. Can you turn up your audio? Because I can barely hear you. Okay, so we're going to move on. If you can hear me, Ruby, email me, sandy@renowebdesigner.com. Email me a link to your website so I can share it with the group. Okay, so let's move on to Margaret Borso. Hello. Margaret?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you for asking. COVID-free, so I'm great.
Woohoo! Me too.
I am a salesperson, real estate with Kirch Realty. The website is KRCHREALTY, Reno, Nevada.
Let's see, probably search it. This one here?
Yep.
All right, let's pull it up. Okay, wonderful. Nice site. Okay, well, welcome to the group. So let's move on to the next person. So Joshua Lane, are you there? Can you hear us, Josh? Oh, well, that's a mean prank. I'm so sorry, Josh. I had you muted. And it's not letting me unmute you for some reason. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up his website. He's a customer of mine. So here's your help with Joshua Lane. Whoops, that's not his website. Let's try this. Here's to your help with Joshua Lane. Here it is. You can tune in. I'm not sure what radio stations that he's all over the country. so you can check in with him. So see, it's already starting to get really slow. I'm going to turn off my website here. Okay, so and Ruby, let me unmute you again. Maybe Josh and Ruby have muted yourself, so I won't be able to unmute you. So Helena, oh, who's there?
This is Ruby.
Hi, Ruby. Yeah, wonderful. So what is your website address? Did you? Yeah, it's really, you're breaking up. It's really hard to understand you. So just email it to me and then I'll add it. Okay, so Helena, if you could turn off your video. Whenever the video plays on Zoom, it makes it really slow. So if you can turn off your video, that would be very helpful. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hop in there. I want to introduce today's guest, Mary Alice, and I'm going to let her introduce herself. She and I connected, has it been a week maybe? We gave a class at TMCC.
Yes.
And yes, although it was fun, we soon learned how stressful it was to give a class while you're wearing a face mask.
Yeah.
It wasn't good at all. So I'm going to go ahead and make her the host. Hopefully I can do this, make co-host. And that way she can share anything, excuse me, that she has. So she's going to talk for about 10-15 minutes and help with branding and marketing and anything else that she feels inspired to talk about today. And she has a coupon for everyone, obviously, if you want to work with her. I've heard a lot of good things about her. And then after her talk, we're going to open it up to questions for her. And then I'm going to hop in and answer any questions that you have, any challenges that you have with marketing. And I'm going to teach you how to do it. And of course, this is free. I'm not going to sell anything to you. I genuinely want to help. So Mary, did you get an invite to accept as co-host so you can share your screen?
Yes, it says that I am the co-host, so I'm not sure. Tell me when you can see my screen.
Yeah, I'm going to do, can you share maybe? Maybe that's it.
Oh, maybe, okay, wait, I might have done this. Hold on.
There we go.
Can you see me?
Now I can see it. And then I bet you, whoever talks, now you'll be able. So now that I'm talking, does everyone see my picture where it says Sandy Rowley, Web Design Marketing?
No.
Well, no, because it's my screen, I think now, so.
Okay, well, even, it doesn't matter. It's supposed to be whoever talks that their image shows. So that is so frustrating. We'll figure it out. Maybe Zoom removed that feature. But anywho, go ahead, Mary.
Okay, hi everyone. It's so nice to virtually meet you. I'm just gonna briefly introduce myself and then I'm gonna get into a little discussion. I hope you guys all have something to write with or even just a note to type down. I'm gonna give you some tips, a worksheet that will really help your business and then open it up to questions. So first I'm gonna start with a little intro. My name is Mary Alice Haas. I am a strategic marketing and communications specialist. Over the last 3 years, I've lived in 3 different countries, completing school as well as doing marketing. I've done marketing from everything from an in-house public relations marketing agency here in Nevada. And I've also worked doing content marketing for local businesses. And so obviously COVID has really influenced, I think, everyone's industry. So I decided to open up my own content marketing business because I love working with small businesses. So I went from working in the Philippines with a large corporation, a company that specializes in meaningful travel. And now I've moved back to Reno to work with local companies. So I'm going to show you guys, you can see my screen, right, Sandy?
Yes.
Great. So I'm going to show you, here's a little bit about my experience and skills. I do graphic design, photography and video, Adobe Audition, which is sound editing, content marketing, brand development, all this kind of good stuff. I do a little bit of SEO and keyword research, but Sandy is the queen in that area. Ad creation, and I do a lot of social media marketing. Currently, what's on my menu is I do a class. I also do one-on-ones, and people hire me to do hourly rates in terms of marketing. But anyways, okay, enough about all this. I'm just going to kind of go through so you guys can see a little bit of my graphic design experience. So it gives me a bit more familiar idea of who I am and what I can do in terms of marketing. I do a lot of blogging as well as article publication. All right, so let's get to the good stuff. I'm just going to scroll back up here. All right, so I am here to talk to you guys today about something that I believe to be one of the most important assets to your business. It's also one of the most underrated assets. And it sticks more when you give parallels to different things. So what I'm going to give this a parallel to is a reputation. So what is your reputation, especially in terms of your business? Your reputation is your why. Your reputation is what you want all of your clients to know you as. And also your reputation in terms of marketing is your branding. So the first parallel I'm going to begin with is I want you to think of someone great, someone that is a strong and positive influence in your life. And I want you to think of their reputation. I want you to think of the different elements that make up this person and why you feel so strongly about them. So the goal of branding is to have your customers do this very same activity that I just asked you to do. Your customers want to think of you and your brand and develop it into different sorts of themes that I'm going to get into. So a brand is quite literally constructed of a name, a logo, a tagline, voice, and slogan. I can repeat those one more time. Name, logo, tagline, voice, and slogan. And there are some other elements as well. So first, majority of you probably have these together. And if you don't, this is a perfect place to start. So the same way that a roller coaster is constructed of a track, a car, a loop, a hill, the main reasons why these parts of the brand and roller coaster exist is to give the customer an experience. Because the experience is what is never forgotten. No matter if you're constructed of your name and tag and logo, it's the experience that your customer remembers. And so none of these can stand alone. So the experience of your individual business is what it gives to the customer. And it's represented in your website, your office, your employees, your social media accounts, everywhere that you have a presence, that your business has a presence, that is where your brand is. And so a few examples of where your brand should appear daily: in the training of your employees, in posting and communicating on social media, in the design of your website and its functionality, in your answering machine, in advertisements, among many others. So every decision you make should be through the lens of your branding. So I think this is the perfect time for all businesses to kind of go through what I call branding audit. And that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today. So I have a worksheet and I'll have Sandy share it with you all. So the first item on this worksheet right here, if you see these 1, 2, 3, how would you want your customer to describe your business reputation in 3 words, and consider using these as adjectives. So we're going to share this worksheet with you. So you can type directly into it once we share it with you. You can see over here, just make a copy of it by going to File, make a copy, and then you'll be able to type right into it. All right, so you can drop those down now or have them in the back of your mind. Now I want you to use 3 to 5 words to describe what type of experience you want your customer to have, and consider using active words here. So these 6 or 7 phrases or words should be the type of experience your website, your social media, your employees, every asset of your business that a customer reaches, they should be filtered through these 7 words. So the most common mistake I see with branding is that people treat it as a checklist. But instead of a checklist, I mean, your name, your logo, all those things need to get done. But your branding ultimately should be a lens that's forever stuck within your business. All right.
This is great. Can you give us maybe a few examples? Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, so let's just say a restaurant business, maybe.
Perfect.
Yeah, just give us a few examples. And
yes.
it's fun, and I'll email this worksheet out to everyone after the call.
Actually, if you don't mind, I actually have a client that I've been working on doing this branding with, and I can use that example as well. So it's not in the restaurant industry, but it's in the fashion industry. It's a small boutique here. So in terms of how would you want your customer to describe their business is called BLFT, the biggest little fashion truck. So their customer, they want their business to be described in terms of adjectives in 3 words: confidence, visibility, and I'm trying to think of the actual last word. Oh, and personal styling. So those 3 are the reputations that they want everyone to walk through their door and know their visibility and know their, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm blanking on the last one. But anyways, so moving on. But those are the 3 adjectives that anyone that walks through their door, they want them to know that they're doing personal styling and that they're making everyone feel confident and that they're visible. So in terms of 4 active words, so this is the experience they want their customers to have. So the experience they want them to have is easy. So an experience in shopping where you can get in the door, you can find something that you want, you can leave. The second one is affordable. So they want to make sure that everyone going in the door can purchase what they have. The next one here is, it's kind of more of a phrase, which is okay to do, but leaving with confidence in everything that they have, not leaving the store feeling any other way. So those are 4 that everything that they do, so they train their employees, all of their social media is geared towards confidence, visibility, all of those adjectives are seen through the lens of these 7 words. And so for your business, whether it's whatever your business is, in the financial realm, in the realty realm, I want you to develop these, and really everything should be through the lens of these. All right. So I'm going to go into some other document. I really want to give you guys action steps to do in your business, because I think that that's something that you should take away, from every call. What am I going to do next? Why is this call important to me? What it's going to do for my business? So down here, this is another set of questions that I want you to answer to help distinguish your business. So what are your marketing goals and company values? So this is more of like your mission statement, and this should be very specific. How are you different from your competitors? Who is your target audience and what do they care about? And how are you resonating with them specifically? So in terms of audience creation, another problem that I see with branding is that each business should have a document created that describes their audience persona. So you want to get to the very specifics. Who makes up your audience? How old are they? What type of job do they have? What type of experience do they want when they come to your business? Do they have time to look for a service, or are they in a rush? So with the fashion boutique, a lot of people are running in and running out to get something. But in terms of realty, you might be looking more thoroughly at the house. What matters most to them? So you want to really develop these audience personas, and I'm going to tell you why. And I've also included this in the worksheet, so you'll have these questions, but I really want you to continue these questions. So in terms of audience development, what's so important about it, and why you're probably thinking, okay, well, how is that going to help? I develop my audience, they're this age, they like to do this, they want a quick experience, blah, blah, blah. So these are the why. So targeting specific customers and connecting with them locally or nationally through paid social media advertising. So if I developed, let's say, a persona of, okay, so our persona at the fashion business that I work for, it's 20 to 30-year-old female, who wants to feel confident, wants a quick shopping experience, and wants a lot of selection. That's just an example. So I know when I'm going into my social media and targeted ads, I know that I want to check every single one of those boxes when I'm creating an ad. So who is in the ad? What is the ad communicating? Is it answering all of those questions that I've developed here in my audience description? That's what's going to make it successful. So brand identity, audience development, paid social media advertisements, using influencers. This is extremely important in terms of branding. So if I develop my target audience so well on a document, I can use influencers within the field who, let's say, so for the fashion truck, 25 to 35-year-olds, like I told you, I'm going to pick an influencer that ticks off all of these, all of the points that I created in this audience development document. So I'm going to tick off a 25-year-old who wants a quick experience, who's confident, and all of those things within that social media profile. She's going to share my content, and all of her followers are most likely to be within my audience range. All right, so down here, we're gonna move to the second recommended document creation, which is brand message. So your brand identity, the 6 questions we talked about up here. So these, and this document's gonna include everything that you've done up here, okay? So your marketing goals and values that we talked about above, which is like your mission statement, and your audience and your branding. This is all going to be in now one document, because this document is what you're going to filter everything you do through your business through. So some action items after establishing these documents, kind of like what we talked about before, training your employees through the lens of your branding and through the adjectives and the verbs we discuss. Your employees should know, or you, if you're a sole business owner, you should know the 7 words that describe your brand's reputation. And that way, every single action, down to your answering machine, down to when you're meeting a client, your emailed responses, your social media, everything should be through these 7 words. Like I said, training your employees. And then this is an important one if you have employees. Your employees should know the why and the heart of your business, because this will give them the pride and the feeling of worth, and they're more likely to execute it. All right, so I'm almost done, but what I wanted to do, because I also have a lot of clients that I work with social media, is I wanted to just give you guys some free tools and some free apps that I use in a lot of the different social media accounts that I manage. So the first one, I'm not sure if you've heard about it, but it's called Linktree. So if you have your phone on you, if you could pull up Instagram, if you have it, and look up, I would do it on my computer, but it just works on the app on my phone, and look up Selena Gomez's Instagram. I mean, there's millions of celebrities that have a Linktree. If you click on the link in her bio, what Linktree allows you to do is, from one link, it will give you several different small, almost like box-like features like this, to where you can include up to multiple links. And it's really, really helpful for businesses, because then you don't have to just find one link that you put in your Instagram bio or any of your social media. So it's a free tool, and it optimizes that traffic through your Instagram. And if you're a blogger, or let's say you're running you're a blogger, you're also a business person, you also have a deal going on, you can include all of these links in your Instagram bio. So here's the page. This is what it looks like. So when I click on that link in the Instagram bio, it will give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus different ways where you can link different parts of your website here. And it appears on all of these different apps. It's an amazing tool, and I would really highly recommend it. All right, the next one is called Unum. So Unum, if you can see here, allows you to pre-schedule your Instagram posts. So, and then you can organize your feed based on the color, the tones, you can add captions, and you can monitor a little bit of the insights on Instagram. I love this tool. I use it almost for every client that I have, and you can have it for free.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I have one more. So video is taking over whatever industry you're in. Video is an awesome way to get more traffic coming into your social media. And one app that not a lot of people know about, it's amazing. A ton of influencers and bloggers use it. It's called Splice. So it's a video editor and maker. It's similar to TikTok. However, you won't have that TikTok emblem. You'll be able to make a clear video. You can add all of these. Oh wait, no, these are just, here we go. You can add filters, you can adjust and crop the video, you can add a voiceover, which is amazing. So you can add different clips and then delete the audio and add your own voiceover in.
These are really useful tools. Thank you for sharing. So
yeah, of course. So so Sandy, I'm all finished in terms of that.
yeah, and can you talk a little bit about your offer that you're giving everyone?
Yeah, so kind of to go back here, I'm just going to show you guys my menu briefly. I hope you can see it. Let me try and.
Yeah, that helps. That's better.
There we go. So I do a 60-minute class, which is great if you want to pull some friends together. And I'll send out a survey to you, so you guys can answer that survey, and I'll know exactly what you want to talk about during the class. I also offer a 60-minute one-on-one, which is perfect if you're looking for more if you're looking for more information or details. And I also do hourly work for
Which
clients who
part?
are like, I do not want to do
Which part
social
of that?
media. I don't like it. Please take it away from me. Or who are saying, I want to develop a
Okay.
blog, but I don't want to do
I
it.
don't have
And then
that
here are my
particular
services and hourly
definition.
rates based on small businesses. I offer a better deal in businesses of 10. And for everyone here, I'm going to give everyone $20 off their 60-minute class and 60-minute one-on-one. So if you're a small business, it would be $80 for an hour-long class. And if you want a one-on-one, it would be $130 for that one-on-one. And then obviously they vary a little bit if you're a business larger than 10.
All right, awesome. That was a very helpful presentation. Thank you so much. So
Absolutely.
we have a little bit of time for questions, and then we'll hop into the live fire round table that we normally do. So does anyone have any questions? Anyone, you know, struggling with branding or their messaging? Anyone have a question? You want to raise your hand? Make sure everybody's unmuted. I see that Dana is. Yeah. Okay, Dana, you're unmuted. So hopefully Josh will be unmuted soon, and so will Ruby. I don't know why it's not allowing these two to be unmuted. So does anyone have any questions for Mary Alice? Hello?
I'm good.
Okay, all right. All right, wonderful. So what I'll do is I will email out this worksheet and a link to her profile or whatever she shares. So you can check out her services, which are very useful, very helpful. And so I'm going to hop right in there, and let's see here.
I just stopped the screen sharing too, Sandy, so you should be able to, yeah, it's your screen now.
Thank you, dear. Okay, so hopefully, let's try this again. Come on, Sandy, focus. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, and for those of you that are new, I'll just refresh everyone else's memory because it's been a hell of a year. But usually once a month, I host in-person free marketing classes where I do a live fire session where I answer questions, anything related to digital marketing, and I just give you free advice right there on the spot. Normally, I charge $149 an hour to do a one-on-one session, but once a month I do this for free. We get anywhere from 30 people. I've had as much as 100 people show up. It was a lot of fun, but obviously right now it just isn't a good idea to do that. So this is our first Zoom session. We're going to hopefully recreate that. So the way it works is this. Whatever marketing questions that you have, any challenges, I don't care if it's, I can't set up my Facebook page, I can't figure it out. Or, I'm using Salesforce, and how do I connect my contact form to Salesforce so I can save myself time with data entry. It could be anything from SEO, search engine optimization, to pay-per-click, to Facebook ads, anything related to the digital marketing world. So is there anyone on the call that is working on something that you need help with? And don't be shy, all right? Because all of us being business owners, we wear many hats. And we're expected to know how to do websites. We're expected to know how to do social media, run a business, do taxes, HR. It's a lot to keep up with. So there's no stupid questions. Oftentimes, whatever question that you have, someone else in the group had the same question, but they were too shy to ask. So I'm going to first ask who has questions, and if no one has any questions, then we're going to vote on what topic to talk about. So does anyone have a question? So I'm going to start reading your names and calling you out because I think y'all are like watching Netflix or something.
No, I don't.
All right, so who has a question? How are things going with business? How about that? So we'll go with Dana. How's business? How are you doing?
Sandy, I've been trying to plug in my earbuds. That's what I've been doing. So yes, I have a question.
Okay, all right, wonderful.
Okay, so here's my question. When you're working with CBD products, I've found the FDA's marketing information, but I have not seen anything clearly for Nevada, what can be done for a website. I was wondering if you had done any SEO content for CBD products, and if you have, do you have any idea where the information is from Nevada?
Right, and that's very challenging. So I would recommend, but you're not going to be able to get a hold of them right now, is the Attorney General's office, and give them a call on that. And you're 100% correct. So there's a number of industries, like the bail bond industry. I have a handful of clients in that industry. They use as well. But CBD products or anything tied to marijuana or cannabis industry, you can't run ads on Facebook. You can't. There's a lot of things that you can't do. It's almost impossible. So it's going to take legislation, is what it is, and I don't think it's going to come anytime soon. I really feel that the companies that are already on the space, they've got it on lockdown, right? So
Yeah.
Joe, so if you do a search for CBD products, so this tool that I'm using, I hope that you can see it. It's a free keyword research tool from Neil Patel. And it tells you, it gives you an idea. It's like 60% accurate. So right now, CBD, did I say that right? That can't be right. There has to be see, that's suspicious. So I'm going to do, because I know that there's more people searching for CBD. So Google is removing these things, right? You probably can't even get a business listing. Yeah, so this isn't normal. So I think that Google is removing all of these rankings, and that's why we're not seeing things. So let me show you. Like if you do a search for SEO, oh, I might have to log in. Hold on a second. I'm going to stop my share because I don't want to show everyone else's login. It won't let me minimize. Okay, let me sign in.
Where's your son, Sandy?
Oh, right. Oh, he's doing good. He's in Reno cleaning and organizing his room right now.
Oh, good for him. Good.
So let's go share. You can see my screen. Okay, so can you see 135,000?
Yes.
Because SEO, or we do a search for new car. We know that people are searching for a new car every day, right? And but when we search for CBD or any cannabis products, nothing comes up, and that's high. Because I bet you everybody, CBD oil, knows what CBD is. So let's see, maybe he was having lag issues. Yeah.
Can you do anything with like the history or just information that surrounds CBD, but it's not exactly about it? I mean, that's not against the rules that I have found.
Right. And so the best thing, and this is the wild, wild west in this area. So, what worked in the past is having these parties, or, just like Avon's business model, or Tupperware. They would have those parties. Now you can do those parties. So that right there, that's going to take some serious time and effort to figure out how you can get around it. But what has worked in the past with businesses like this is finding a partner in the space that already has influence or followers, just like Mary Alice had shared some really cool tools that are free that you can really take advantage of, is creating content on Instagram. But for you couldn't do that. You wouldn't be able to reach out to an Instagram influencer and have them talk about your products because they would get banned. So I wish I could, give you some. The only thing, and I know this is old school, print out flyers and start doing Zoom calls like I'm doing now and educate people like every week, Wednesday at 10 o'clock or whatever it is. You hop on the line, maybe get some friends, other people that are selling CBD products too, and just have a chat session and talk about the health benefits of CBD. And once you're done with that video, upload it to YouTube. Because YouTube is still pretty,
Also, to go along with that, Sandy, what I was thinking is an email list, creating an email list, right? That would work.
Yeah, I figured that. That's the thing is, what I was hoping somebody would know, because I've talked to the state already and asked, and they don't have any kind of guidelines for just the actual website itself, the information on the website, aside from any medical claims, etc. That's what I was really curious about.
Yeah. So, something, I'm not an attorney. I would just call an attorney. And like you can go and search for the Bar Association of Nevada, and they got a list of attorneys, And instead of paying $300, $400 to talk with them, you pay like 40 to 60 bucks for 30 minutes. And I think that would be the smart thing to do.
Okay, thank you, Sandy.
Oh, you're welcome, hon. Okay, next question. Who else? What are you challenged with? Anyone? Don't be shy. You're all business owners. You're not allowed to be shy. Linda, love you.
All right, so can you hear me?
Yes.
So of course my challenge is, and always has been, because I'm in the financial business, I am so hands tied because of compliance. But here I am, a woman advisor, my own practice, independent, and I'm trying to compete with all these big boxes. And of course, you know, you put in keywords like financial planning or investments or retirement. Well, there's 1,000 plus, I don't know how, hundreds of thousands of other companies to compete with. So it's really hard for me to figure out a way to come up with something unique to make me stand out.
Right. You have to, so in her industry, she has to get, is there a lot of people in your office, Linda?
Nope, nobody here. It's all by myself. It's somebody else.
Okay, Margaret Borso, do you have a lot of people talking?
It might be me. I'm going to mute.
All right, thank you, dear. Okay, there it is. Thank you, Margaret. And we're going to be talking to you next, Margaret. So you make a question up if you don't have one. Okay, so Linda. So Linda's kind of in a similar situation where she has to get everything approved, whether it's a brochure or something that she updates her website on. Just like, you know, simply adding this text to her website, she has to go through another group of people to get it approved. So she's under a lot of strict guidelines for sure. So what can she do? With that, something that I was going to share with Dana is, so Linda, would you be able to be interviewed on different, so financial advice? Would you be allowed to be interviewed on video channels or podcasts?
I would have to have a bullet point by point script of what the conversation was going to be. And then after it was done, it would have to be ran through compliance and then approved.
So you're basically, in your business, you have to go and meet people at networking events. That's what and so here's the thing. If you're at a network event, you carry on a conversation. You don't have to get that conversation approved, do you?
Nope, not because it's a one-on-one. When you're dealing with something that you don't have control over the people that have access to it, it's a lot different rules than when it's just a one-on-one conversation, because you're controlling who's hearing what you're saying. What part of the problem is they're afraid that somebody's going to hear, let's say I'm talking to a 20-year-old and I'm giving her some ideas. Well, that ideas for that 20-year-old is not going to fit for somebody who's a 50-year-old.
Right.
So that's where they come from. That's their whole concept of, you got to make sure whenever you put something out in the masses that it's really generic.
Yeah, so because I know that financial advice, that's a very popular keyword, and I know that there's a ton of influencers that are always looking for people to interview, right? So, you know, I don't think, you know, that should be a big deal, but you might want to call them and ask them, right? Can I be interviewed on radio shows and podcasts? Can I be interviewed on a live video stream? Because like right now, if I asked you for, you know, 3 top financial tips, would you be able to share them with me? Or do you have to get those approved as well?
Depends on who's going to hear the answer.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's because it seems like to me, if you go ahead and you do that bullet list, that PowerPoint that they get approved, then you do a Zoom session and you invite people in, like do a meetup group, like, and you know, if you're doing that meetup group, right? So if I do a for financial, we're going to meet at home. I'm sure that there are people. There's plenty of groups on finances. Why is it not letting me do that? Here we go. Okay, search again. So finances. Right, the basics. Well, a woman project talking about finances. That's not good. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe that's something that I ain't going to be able to help with. I apologize. But I do know this. You've got to find a way. They're going to have to give you some leniency because the old ways of you finding new customers have gone, right? It's gone away. So they have to adapt. They have to do something with that.
Well, this is the government that's behind all of it, so that's why I say it's just kind of the most challenging. And I always, when I go to networking meetings, it's always nice because I can, talk with somebody on a one-on-one and then further develop that relationship. So it's a little tougher now. So
it is. So there are a number of networking groups like Rockstar Connect and others just in Reno alone that do Zoom calls every week. And so just like, with in-person networking, you're going to have to join these Zoom calls and, and network and connect with people like Lai Smith. I don't know if you're familiar with her. I think you've been to some of her, her every Friday at 9 o'clock at Morning Glory Cloud Coffee and Sparks. She's doing Zoom calls online as well. And you're just going to have to do this. And if you can like work with maybe someone like Mary or find someone to help you create just a 5-minute presentation that's fun and interesting. It can't be, these are the stats, it has to be fun because you're a very entertaining person. You have a vibrant personality.
well, thank you.
Yeah, so you don't want to make it boring, but do a quick presentation with really funny, interesting things in it. And then reach out to people like me and like Lai Smith or Lee Smith, sorry. Or Rockstar Connect or others that are doing online Zoom classes or networking events and see if you can do your presentation. You might have to pay something like $25 or something to give them a tip. I don't know, but you've got to get on that. And you've got to make that's just your mission. Does anyone else have any advice for Linda on how she can connect with new customers? Because she can't use SEO. She can't use pay-per-click marketing. She can't get reviews from customers like we can. She's really, really got a hard time right now. So I'd appreciate any advice.
Well,
go ahead, Dana, go ahead.
Lynn, you could, like we've talked before, there's different ways to get around that with you. You can talk about other things besides actual financial stuff. So there's a bunch of information that you have. I know because I help you, I'm your assistant, that you have, that other people really want to know that doesn't necessarily, it links to it, but it doesn't necessarily highlight it. And we can go over that if you want. I've always been happy to help you with that stuff. So there are ways to get around it where you can share on Instagram. You can do stuff that has your name, your information, but it's more about the personal touch, because you are an expert networker. I mean, you are an expert networker. I've never seen anybody be the monster that you are at networking. So there's other ways to get around that particular thing, because I know how difficult it is after working with you for almost 5 years. It is insane what you have to go through.
Yeah, and I think that, what she's saying, because, and I hadn't thought of that, like on social media, I share stuff that has nothing to do with web design and SEO. It's a funny meme or a joke, and it builds a relationship with my followers, right? So they get to know who I am and my horrible sense of humor. You know what I mean? So you can do the same thing, right? But obviously, just like Mary was explaining, you need to keep it on point with your brand, right? So I think that's something that you need to explore. But again, I think that Dana is right. If you're allowed to share other things that aren't necessarily financial advice, you need to start doing that.
Well, thanks for the info, guys.
You're welcome, hon. Okay, so
I do have one suggestion for Linda, Sandy, really quickly. But again, I'm not sure because of all the hoops you have to jump through, Linda, but from what I've heard, anything that you put out needs to be approved.
Yep.
But what I'm thinking is that, so in Instagram, YouTube, I feel like you could be an Instagram sensation in terms of giving 20 to 30-second clips about the 5 most important things every 20-year-old needs to know in terms of finances. Get that approved, make that video, build your content and get it approved. I mean, I don't know if the approval process is too strenuous for you to do this, and then just post those clips. And I mean, you could target parents, you could target, because parents would send those to their kids. You could target 20-year-olds, you know, and you could do that through every lens. You know, 5 tips every 50-year-old should know post-retirement or whatever it is. So that's just an area I see you could take off in.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the idea.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're moving on to Margaret. Miss Margaret, are you still there? Do you have a question? Make sure I don't have her muted. Nope, I don't. I think she muted herself, maybe. Margaret? Okay, all right, we're moving on. We're going to try Ruby again. Ruby, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, now we can hear you. Wonderful. So do you have any questions?
No, all of it was very interesting.
Okay, all right. And then Mr. Childers, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I had to take a client phone call.
No, that's good. That's good. So if you don't have any questions, you want to share a little bit more about what type of marketing you're doing for your business and how you get customers.
Well, I'm looking for insight.
Yeah, let me put a note to that. For everyone listening, if you don't have a question, at least give some advice. We want to hear your voice, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for insight into marketing. I mean, typically what we do, we haven't needed to really delve into digital marketing so much. I feel like, we're kind of behind the ball on that. But a lot of what we do is based on reputation and understanding the industry. You know, we get RFP opportunities, we get bid opportunities, and we kind of go after those. And it's a pretty small world once you get into the engineering industry. So,
Right.
But this whole thing with COVID's really taking a lot of that away. You know, we do a lot of lunches, we do a lot of meetings with clients, we do networking, and it just seems like that tool has been taken out of the toolbox, at least for now.
Right.
So, we're on Google and we do AdWords and we're revamping the website. But getting in front of the target audience, is key. And that's what I'm kind of looking for insight into, I guess.
Okay.
We get a lot, I get homeowners that go, I think I have asbestos and it's going to kill me. And I spend 45 minutes to an hour, and it's not lucrative for me. I don't mind helping people, but, how do I get in front of the contractors that are getting, the building projects or what's available? How do I get in front of the government, the municipal clients that have RFPs coming out so they know that we exist, that kind of stuff,
Right.
using digital media.
Yeah, and I think a lot of other businesses are obviously in the same situation. So do I have the correct website? Is this your website?
Yeah, that's our website, yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Let me make sure I have the correct website. So, same kind of thing. I mean, you have a lot more freedom than Linda does, for sure. But do you have, it looks like you have a portfolio of existing clients and work that you've done for them, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. We've been around a long time. I mean, about 60 years. So we get phone calls from clients that we haven't heard from in 10 years, and then they go, hey, I've got this project.
Right. So now, do you have a lot of background noise where you're at?
No, that's not coming from me. I can hear it though.
Okay. Somebody is you're touching the microphone. I'm just going to mute other people just so, oh, it stopped. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so here's the thing. Depending on what your email list is, right? So do you have an idea of how many subscribers you have, or do you have an email list?
We have an email list and a tracking sheet for clients.
Beautiful.
With names and phone numbers and yeah, we go through that and check in with everybody. And
Right. So, and you should have like a couple hundred or a couple thousand, right? On that list?
yeah, I mean, in the it's region specific, but in the Reno area, yeah, we have a couple hundred more about that.
Beautiful. And then, so can you, and you know, obviously anything that I'm asking that's sensitive, you don't have to answer, but I'm getting to a point here. So I have a number of large SEO clients that were implementing a similar strategy. So I'm getting to the point. So what you do is you take that email list, right, that you have, and you have them segmented, like, you know, these are a list of people in education. These are a list of corporations that are in energy and so on and so forth. Or are they all right now together in one big email list?
No, that information is in there as a field, but it's not divided into the sectors per se.
Okay, all right. Well, depending, because it's a large company, have over 100 employees, I would have someone sit down and start segmenting them. So put only the emails that are in energy or government or education, right? Because it's important. And once you have those emails separated like that, it's easier for you to run ads just to those people that are on that email address, right? So instead of running an ad on Facebook or LinkedIn or Google where you're targeting everyone in that space, and it can be very expensive, you can target existing customers that are just on that email list. So if, say, you have 1,000 emails that are in education, you would create an ad or a giveaway of some sort or some kind of call to action just for people in education, right? So give me a few pain points that someone in the education segment would have and why they would want to reach out and work with your company.
Well, the obvious one is restarting after the coronavirus, and making sure the indoor air quality is safe. They like to get a lot of things done over the summer in the school districts. So a lot of the work where there's asbestos in school buildings, they'll schedule over the summer. Anything to do with construction really over the summer. So indoor air quality, asbestos, maybe lead-based paint. That would be basically the things that we would want to sell to school districts.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to get over there. You might want to fix this. But okay, air quality, now it works. Okay, let's have a look at it. So this is just an example of how this would play out. You would create whatever, so do you have a fix? I mean, how can you help schools? Because here's the thing, if you can help schools or any other business reopen because you have some kind of, whether it's UV light in the HVAC system or whatever it is that kills viruses, I would be thrilled to help you reach as many people as possible to get everything reopened. So does your company have a solution that is backed by science that can help reduce the number? Because viruses and bacteria, it's just floating around everywhere. That's just normal, right? We're what, 90% bacteria and viruses. That's what makes up a human. So, but
yeah, there's billions and trillions of viruses out there. It's just this one's no fun. But yeah, we have a methodology. It is backed by science. I kind of work all disciplines because I'm a manager in Reno, but I have a certified industrial hygienist, which is a recognized professional accreditation for industrial hygiene. And, so we have all of the personnel and the methodology to deliver. We're actually doing some work for the U.S. District Court to get that. Everyone's it's just the weirdest kind of situation I've ever been involved in.
Right.
Everyone's involved in it. Usually air quality is just facilities, or if it's construction, it's the, the capital improvements people. But like everybody from the judge down wants to know, because it impacts them personally,
Right.
what's going to happen.
Right.
So it's just
something?
very weird.
Sorry. That's
You know.
funny. And then we've got this huge dust storm coming from Africa, but I don't know if it's going to hit us as hard as the citizens in the southeast of the country, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's hitting the East Coast pretty hard. I don't know if we'll make it across here, but
Right.
yeah. So I mean, the short answer is, I mean, yeah, maybe we could discuss it offline. I don't know, but we do have that in the works.
Okay. All right. So let me then just give you a scenario, and I'd be more than thrilled, even for 15 minutes, to be on the phone. If you have something that actually can help us reopen things, I'll do whatever it takes to help you. So, but let me just give you a scenario, right? So let's say it's opening schools again, right? Getting our kiddos back in school. And a lot of it is education, ironically. Most people don't know that there are trillions and trillions of bacteria and viruses everywhere, and that makes up human and every animal. It's part of the planet. So you can't go around randomly killing everything because it's going to affect your health. So, but if there's something that you have that can be installed in these schools, people right now, even on Facebook, they would lose their minds if you had something that you could prove that actually worked right now. It would be something, viral would not even be the right word that I would use. It would be history making, right? So
It'd be a wildfire, Sandy.
It would, because here's the thing, we can't protect someone 100%. We never could, even before COVID. I mean, there's 200 to 300 new viruses every year that we know of, right? And so this is something that's not going to go away. And it's just going to force, usually it's businesses. We are the ones that figure out the solutions to fix things. Politicians, not so much, right? So the scenario would be as this. Say you have whatever it is, and you have it tested by whatever university or third party association that tests for this industry. Says yes, it kills 98% of whatever, right? And you would reach out you would take that email list just of people that are in education, and you would create probably a webinar or a Zoom call that's more organized than this. This is more down to earth, where we're just sharing and helping each other. But you would create a webinar. Have you been on webinars before that are like, they're not live like this, but it's like the person's talking and there's like a curriculum that they follow?
Yeah, sure.
Right. And, I would hire someone just to create something quick, like 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes, right? I know that you're supposed to have them longer because that helps. But in this instance, you want to get to the point of what it is. You want it to be really fact-based, science-based, right? But you also want to have a title that is almost unbelievable to where everybody will click on it because they're like, really? You just have to make sure that whatever that clickbait title is, you back it up with real information, real data. So having that, I would have it on autopilot. I would first target everyone on that email list. Hopefully you have at least 100. If not, then we can talk about another way that you can do it. And you would run those ads consistently it could be on LinkedIn. It could be on Facebook. Normally we don't do Facebook for your type of business. But for this, this would work. I mean, we can talk about why later. So, but you would just run those ads just to your existing email list. You're like, well, why would I do that? Because previous customers that have a relationship with you, they trust you versus some company they've never heard of. So you always want to start off with them. Well, what's cool with Facebook, or exciting with Facebook, is that if you upload that email list of your Facebook ads, not only will it target just those people to save you money, right? It will target anyone that matches their demographic, which is
Okay.
really exciting. So
So
instead of
those
blind
creepy ads will start popping up in the news feed, like, "Hey, COVID solution," whatever.
right,
Is that what happens?
Oh, Facebook would ban that in a heartbeat. So you wouldn't be able to say COVID, but you would have to say something that everybody knew what you're talking about. So Facebook, they might let you get away with it for a little while, but if they caught you, it would be painful. So, but you can, work with someone that's really good, like Dana. She's really good with writing copy. Mary Alice is really good at, I think she's awesome at branding. I'm really good at strategy and making shit happen, excuse my French. But for you, that is what I would focus on. In all of your industries, that's what we do. It's like we figure out where your customers are, and we figure out what is it that they need, and then we create the message to get them to actually take action. Right? So this right here, later on, I'm going to read your whole website. I'm going to figure out
Yeah, and it's just in full disclosure, it's being revamped. Like this website is probably 2009.
Right.
So it's time. We don't change very quickly, so it's. But it is undergoing a big revamp right now.
Yeah, and you're ranking for keywords as well. So whoever is revamping your website, make sure they try to keep your SEO, your existing SEO, in check. That's super important. Okay.
How are they doing on that? How are those keywords looking?
Oh, let's look at them. Let's see what they are. Let's see, conversing, what position? So earthwork, that's pretty good. You're on the first page. Anything below 10 means you're on the first page for your position. Okay. So your name, obviously you rank 4, which is good. Not much. And I don't want to log into my account because then you'll see everybody else's data. So yeah. I'm not going to log in. But you can go and get a free account. You can get a free version of this. And it'll show you what keywords and what position that you're ranking. So if you have like this domain name, let's see how old it is. This is important. We're going to see how old your domain. I bet you it's at least 18 years. Let's see. 24 years. So this domain name is worth a lot of money, whether it's tied to a business or not. It just is. Because as a 24-year-old domain name in this industry, just make sure, like the company that's redesigning it, ask them if they know SEO. And if they say, yeah, we know SEO and we're protecting your SEO, they're like, great. Take their website address and pop it in here and see if they actually know SEO. Because if they do, they will be on page 1 for relevant keywords. Like, let's see. Come on now. It's not a keyword, it's a website. Let me refresh. Hold on. I'll get it. But you can use this as well. Where are you at here? Oh, it won't let me do this. Okay, then I have to sign in. But you can go and put my website in and see that I actually rank on the first page for relevant keywords. But anytime that you hire an SEO, especially an SEO company, you want to make sure they actually rank on the first page of Google for something related to SEO or web design or web development. Because if they don't know SEO. But again, just go search this. It's a free tool. And it's Uber Suggest Keyword Tool. Okay. And then you can see what keywords you're ranking for in its positions. You can also make sure the company that's redesigning your website isn't like hurting you. Okay. But that's what I would focus on, is looking at your email list and get them segmented by industry, because you don't want to send out a blind email to everyone that the message isn't related to them. They get annoyed, right? You just want to say, okay, you're in energy. There's a lot of people looking for, help with that right now with their off-grid, whatnot. And so you would have a different message for them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, it's good. I'd maybe like to follow up with you after the meeting or something. We can talk a bit more about it.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'd be happy to help. Okay, so let's hop on to the next person. Josh, honey, I don't know why I keep clicking unmute, but whatever. It just won't allow you to talk. I'm so sorry. Well, we can talk later if you want. And then Margaret, did you have any questions, or did you have any marketing advice that you could share with the group? We're almost finished with the call. Are you there, Margaret? Yeah. Well, technical difficulties are fun. So that's it for today's call. I know it was a little unorganized, but it was nice to at least get started doing this. And we're figuring out our, how to do this to where it's enjoyable for everyone. I'll call Zoom and see if maybe if I upgrade my plan, if we can do videos to where we can see each other, because I think that it was so fun to see Linda and Dana. I would love to see you, all of you. But what we're going to do for next month's session, be thinking about a topic that you really need help on. Is that social media? Is that pay-per-click ads? Is it email marketing? And just send me a quick message and say, hey, Sandy, this is what I want to focus on. And then I'll find another expert that wants to come in and share, their insights, and then I'll share my experience. I've been doing this forever, so, but I don't know everything. So that's it, everyone. I hope that you learned something, and I hope that it helped you a little bit. If not, just getting on the call with other businesses and hopefully getting motivated to keep things going.
So Sandy, just to clarify, you're doing this every Wednesday at noon. Is that your plan, or?
Oh, I'm so busy. I can't. I can do it once a month.
Okay, so when is your next one?
Let's see. The next one, I should know that, right? Let's look and see. And I probably Reno Business Group. Let's look at it. So if you haven't signed up yet, go to meetup.com/Reno-business-group. So Reno Business Group, and join. So the next one is July 22nd. That's the next one.
At noon?
Yeah, same time.
And can you tell me that address? Where do we go again? Meetup.com what?
Yeah, I think you're already a member. It's meetup.com/Reno Business Group. And you can also go to my website. I've got the link on the website. You don't have to search for it. You just click and go. Let's see.
So if we're a member, you'll send us a notice and all that good stuff then, correct?
Yeah. So you just go here and just click on this link, and it'll take you right to the business group. But I think that you're a member. But anywho, yeah, it has all of the events. I mean, if I can get the energy, maybe I will do it once a week, but it's just, yeah. Business slowed down. Business slowed down the first month by 95%. I was like, oh my God. And then after everybody went, oh, wait a minute, then business picked back up. So it's good, but it's just, yeah, it's been busy. So I can do it once a month right now.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And y'all just stay safe out there. Make sure you're getting plenty of sunshine, vitamin D. That's good for your health. And I hope to chat with you again next month.
Thanks, Sandy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks very much, Sandy.
Oh, you're welcome. Y'all take care and stay safe out there.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye.